We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow! Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com. And most importantly, friends, SidescrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday to you. I'm glad you're with us. And we have a phenomenal week of programming planned for you guys. Actually, you know we're going to be live Monday through Friday. We don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. But we do know what's going to happen today. And that's party time. Speaking of party time, hey, it's Blabs.
I was on time today. I'm actually always on time. Anyway, happy Monday. Hello. It's fine.
Sad. I don't know. It's so weird. Just mad about
Suck.
things. Hey, someone who's always on time.
That.
What? Someone who's always on time, never late, maybe the most punctual person I've ever met. It is Monday, which means we're joined by Mr. Punctual himself, Yellow Flash.
I'm never late.
Never late, always on time.
Queen is never late. Everyone else
Right.
is simply early.
That's right.
He is the king, not the queen, the king.
Well, that's the quote, though. The queen
What's
is
that?
never late. From Princess Diaries. You should know this. You have two girls.
I was thinking more Lord of the Rings, but
Well, I was
the
actually
lizard is never late.
Oh,
Arrives meanly, like when he
Yeah,
means
wizard.
to.
when I was thinking the king, I was actually thinking Billy Mitchell and Darkside Phil's like rivalry they have going on over here.
I like how you think of DSP and all this other stuff. I think of the Princess Diaries, and Flash thinks of Gandalf.
Yeah, hey, that's the beautiful thing about working. I am perpetually online all the time. Share my screen real quick, Phoenix. You'll be meeting in just a minute. This is what I was speaking of right here. Apparently, DSP was. I'll get to you in a second. Phoenix.
I have no control over that.
You've got
Real
it in.
king.
So I guess Phil was upset. He didn't do very well in Battlefield 6, and I don't know, whatever. I guess he didn't see a whole lot of support. So Billy Mitchell came in and ratioed. Here comes the beggar king again to grovel like a slave over here. Billy Mitchell throwing down the hot heat, which is that's great. Well, look, all three of us are here, except for now, straight from the hood. It's Phoenix. Hey, Phoenix.
What up, dogs? Happy to be here. Yeah. Still got to build that functionality of from the intro to here. So that's hi everybody. Hi.
There he is right there. All right. Glad you're with us today. Glad everybody is here. Also joining us in about an hour today will be BX, who has been on the show a couple times, but haven't had on in probably about a year. But BX is going to be coming in to chime in about this Roblox insanity and all the bull nonsense that's been going on over there. Speaking of bull nonsense, we're going to be talking about Nintendo Switch 2 being, well, and specifically Mario Kart World, having a little bit of pressure applied to them by Peta, of all things. So that'll be great. We have a royal family who has received 20 charges, including the rape, which not the royal family you think it is, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Valve's founder, Gabe Newell, has a new endeavor that they're working on, and it's only going to cost them about $300 million. This Howard Stern Butterface video has been going around, been kind of viral the last week or so, but Blabs has not seen it. So we're going to play Butterface or not with Blabs.
Oh,
today.
no, you gotta be Butterface or nah.
But, or I don't know, how about we just play would you
These
or not?
youths. Or
Yeah,
not.
sounds good. We also had a big event that happened over the weekend in Florida, which turned out to be a giant fucking scam, which is really pretty funny. So, yes, and the UK has set its sights on 4chan, and 4chan has responded in probably the best possible way. So We got a lot to get to today. We're glad you're with us. Do us a favor, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Subscribe, join the 129,000 just normal men who have found common sense in the video game and entertainment and pop culture and just overall life. We're glad you're with us. And of course, hit the thumbs up button, as our goal, as always, is 1,337 thumbs up. Whenever we hit those, it's good. Things are good. I would like to stop for just a second and acknowledge the ridiculous amount of support that we just saw from my man Winterfell, who I haven't seen in a while, with the $49.99 super chat. He came in and says, first time in a long time catching you live. Saw you thought YouTube is being mean to you. Let 30% go to them to that's nice, to dope are them. Amen. Love you guys. Winterfell, thank you so much for the 70% of the $49.99 that you have so graciously contributed. And there's some boobs for you. Thank you so much, Winterfell. Greatly appreciate your support. He was asking before the stream started why he has a number 1 next to his stream. There's now like this ranking system on YouTube where you can be the number 1 supporter of the day. We should probably play into that a little bit more because I think it's probably a good thing. But Winterfell is definitely the number 1 supporter over on YouTube today. So thank you so much for the wonderful support. Speaking of support, over on Side Scrollers Plus on Thursday, we are going to be getting into, Thursdays at 3. That's when you guys need to know. For all you Plus members over there, exclusive live streams and content for you guys, Thursdays at 3. This week, we're getting into censored games. And as you can see on the right side of your screen, we have the most ladylike lady ever, Lady Desiree and Blabs, playing BMX XXX, I don't even, Phoenix, how would you describe BMX XXX?
A game that I'm shocked that you got Des to be able to play. That's what I'm dying to see. I'll leave it at that.
Yes.
A little preview
Yes.
of.
Nice.
I can't wait to see your reaction.
They're naked on the BMX bike?
Well, let's just say this, Flash. They will be playing, and this is something we can't do on YouTube. I don't even think we can do it
Guessing
on
they don't
Rumble.
get scraped up when they fall off the bike.
No, there's
That
no
would kill
scraping.
the sexiness.
They are
quick.
playing. They're going to be playing the Strip Challenge mode on Thursday, which will be very exciting on BMX XXX.
What is this strip challenge mode?
I guess you'll find out on Thursday when you play BMX XXX with Lady Des, Thursdays at 3 o'clock, exclusively over on Side Scrollers Plus. Hey, also on Plus, we have an event coming up at the end of the month. We are about 2 weeks away from it now, less than 2 weeks away from King of the Cart. My God, it's fast approaching. This is great. Thursday. King of the Cart, Saturday, August 30th. Mark it on your calendars. That's not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. We're getting all of our friends together, and we're playing some Mario Kart. Now, it's not just going to be Mario Kart World. No. We are playing Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. We're playing Mario Kart on the N64 and Mario Kart World. This is not just, hey, let's play some Mario Kart. No. We're doing more. And Blabs, did you
You're
notice
not
in
even
my
playing
background?
the best one, though.
What's that?
I was going to say double dash. There it is.
Yeah, I know. Did you notice in the background, Blabs, what we
I
have
did.
back here?
I see it. Your mom finished.
That's right. Look at it.
It's huge. I thought that was a lot. It looked smaller in photo. Look how big that is.
This is the trophy that will be won and delivered to the winner. I guess that will be handed out then.
That is so cool.
Isn't this awesome? It is
So,
a
like,
hand.
is it attached to like the plate, the base
Yes,
thing?
the
Wow.
base. Yes. So yes, it is a full Mario Kart, hand felted by my
That's
mom.
impressive.
Just
Made
to
with
let you
love.
know. So yes,
That looks
it
too
actually says
good.
that.
I say you just give them a Polaroid of said statue.
Yeah, yeah. You keep that one in behind you on the shelves, and you give
Just-
give them a printout.
Just go to Walmart and buy the little Matchbox.
That is
Mario
too
Kart.
nice to give away. You should keep that behind you as like a memoriam of our event and everything.
Well,
afterwards.
I do have the crown behind me.
Yeah, no, give him the crown. Keep the felt.
Keep the Mario Kart.
Yeah, I really
hand-felted
think you
mom.
should keep it there, and you should have it behind you like all year round.
Well, no, I can't do that. My
Why
mom
not?
made this for my
Thanks,
mom.
Mom.
Made
I'm
this.
keeping it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not how this works.
Why?
So,
She loves you more.
Listen, this has been well established, yes, but I just think it's awesome. Like, if we're gonna do something, let's do it right. So
Oh, that's so nice.
it is
Very
I'll
talented.
keep it
really
rotating back
beautiful
there
work.
throughout the show. Thank you. So It's Monday, which means we're going to announce someone new coming to the show, and I'm sure the internet's going to love this one. As hey, announcing today, coming to King of the Cart will be Smash JT joining us. Coming up in just a little bit. You can see the competitors right there. Blabs, our returning champ, Quarter Black Garrett, Flawed, Mo, Alex Stein, and Smash JT. Oh my God, it's going to be a show to remember coming up August 30th. So make sure you guys join us for that King of the Cart. The full lineup is will be unveiled, but I guess the final one will be announced next Monday. So yes, it's going to be good. Very, very exciting.
May I do a real quick shout out real
Yes.
quick? I wanted to shout out on my intro. I want to thank a certain electronics store employee who yesterday when I had to pick up something from them, they gave it to me, but held the bag and said, "You're wrong about Sydney Sweeney." I went, "Holy shit!" He knew I
really.
Knew I was, yeah.
Wow.
That is awesome.
And then I said, "Well, no, don't worry. Like she does have good genes if you count Down syndrome as a good gene." So that ended nicely, and I ran to my car. It's good.
Was this your first time being recognized in public?
My second time, my first time was a person at a game store. This is for my channel. They said, "Wow, you're a lot more boring in person." So those are my two experiences so far.
Nice. Yeah. So when you guys see Phoenix in person, make sure you say, "Wow, you're a lot more boring in person."
Yeah.
I guess Flash, you've never really been recognized in public, so you don't have to deal with that, huh?
No, somebody else does. People they're saying is me.
No, that's right. The random guy.
See how he feels about it.
Which is great. Oh man, well look, like I said, big show today. Maybe one day we'll be able to get Flash recognized in person as well. But until then, we're gonna keep the anonymity here.
Don't worry, no one ever recognized me either, so it's okay, Flash. And I'm actually on camera.
Never once? Never?
Never once.
That's because you never leave your house.
Yeah,
This is also true. I hang out in the woods. No one ever sees me. Except for the
you-
deer and the bears.
You put on a cape and you prance around in snow, like
Yeah, but it's on my property, so I'm fine. It's not
I know,
like
it's-
the only time. And here's the thing: I have to hide from my neighbors sometimes because they'll be like, we kind of share backyards. Like we don't see each other's houses, but like if you walk far enough, you can like. There's trails and stuff, right? So I have to like dodge and weave sometimes when I'm recording stuff. I'm like, shit, there's my neighbor, and he's got like he's on his UTV and everything. I'm like, dive, and I have to like hide behind the bushes and stuff. Yeah. Otherwise, like, it could cause some awkward conversations.
like right now.
I mean, this isn't awkward. This is me just confessing. This is what happens in my free time.
I'm convinced your neighbors think you have special needs because, like, you're just going out there with fucking robes and shit, and you're dealing with nothing.
Oh, that's just Blabs.
No,
we know she's special.
I babysit sometimes for their dog, so like I can't have that much special needs if they're like, "Yo, can you let our dog out for us and make sure he's okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man."
And do they pat you on the head when you're done and say, "Good
No,
job,
actually, no.
good job"?
This is gonna be even worse. They get me payday bars because I really like.
They don't even pay you. They pay you with peanuts. They literally pay you with peanuts, Blabs.
Yeah, because
Literally.
like, why would he pay me? I'm literally just doing it for like 10 minutes or whatever it is. It's not like I'm there all day long. I literally take the dog out, play with him for a little bit, make sure he does his business outside, and then I put him back in the house. I don't need money to help out a neighbor. He does a lot of shit for me. In fact, he makes me like maple syrup sometimes. So it's like, yeah, whatever. So yeah, he'll get me a payday bar. Be like, I know you like these. Here you go.
I
One of
love-
the really big ones, like the extra large.
I love that. Oh, they're okay. That makes it better. Like the idea.
Yeah,
I
because it's like
love-
a big payday
Hey,
bar.
Spectrum Blabs is a new character on the show, which is just great. It's like depends on how far on the spectrum, but she's just out there prancing around in her cape and the I love the snow. Look at it. Come on over, Blabs. Come on over and take the dogs out. Would you mind? Okay, pay me in peanuts.
I never ask for anything in return. I just do it because I want to help.
Of course
And
you
I'm a
don't.
nice neighbor because all our neighbors help each other out and stuff.
The tower tard returns. That's right.
Why?
That's amazing.
Kill Phoenix. He's just crying over there.
Tower tard. Yeah, that's good.
The Blabs the Tower Tard returns, which is just absolutely outstanding. It's
Damn,
been a
bro.
while. Good old simple Blabs.
Wasn't that somebody's username for a long time? Blabs
was.
the Tower Tard?
Blabs the tower tard. Oh man, it always comes back to Blabs being retarded, which is great. Always.
How is it that I help my neighbor's dog and get payday bars in return? Retarded.
You just answered your own question.
I'm still wondering.
It's like
Why?
But Blaz, when you combine that with going out in the snow in your capes and outfits and skipping
Yeah,
and
but I don't
frolicking,
do that and go to my neighbor's. You think I'm gonna go to my neighbor who's got a Labrador who bounces around like crazy in my nice outfits? No, he's not touching my capes and my dresses and stuff. He could scratch them or get muddy paws on them. So I don't go prancing around in my capes to go and babysit my dogs.
It turns out your employees can be paid in paydays and pretzels. I think you're trying too hard there, Craig.
I agree. Blabs, every week I'm going to give you a big payday. It has extra peanuts. What do you think about that?
No. Okay. It's the end of the month is a big payday. Get it?
Thanks, Craig.
Listen, I like payday bars. There's nothing wrong with them. They're pretty yum.
Paydays are yummy.
I'm not Forrest Gump.
Hey, give it up for SSGSS.
I'm never sharing my private life ever again.
Who gifted a sub over on Twitch. And also 4 Wins Dummy came in with their prime sub. Thank you so much over on Twitch. That is outstanding. All right. Hey, look at this. Tamamo says, don't worry, Blast. My mother tells me I'm special too. That's nice.
My mom's never told me I'm special. She just tells me she loves me.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, I love you so much. You're so special.
I'm smart. The fuck?
Winterfell says Blabs is the best of us.
That's right.
Okay, yeah, sure. Crazy Bat Ninja says, I have plans to go abroad, but I'm not sure where to go yet. I think I'll go online. Then I'll ask a few questions and think of a place to go. There you go. Thank you so much.
My sister's watching, and she just texted me. She sent me a picture of Edna Mode, and it's going, no capes.
Hey, Blabs' sister. Hey, give it up for, is this Patty Quinn? Blabs' 12-month gift subscription?
Yeah, so I'm on month 3, so I redeemed my Twitch message, and it says Craig sucks. Or stinks.
Nice.
I can't remember at this point.
Winterfell came in with the 10, says YouTube's autocorrect success. This is established. Tamamo came in with the 10 euro money, says instead of drinking and playing Mario Kart, just have a load of sugary and caffeinated. So when you're finished, you were shaking so much you were vibrating like Flash. Then crash hard and sleep. Tamamo, not planning on drinking at King of the Karts, but I'm sure some will have some adult beverages. Cthulhu Waifu says, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Cthulhu Waifu, and I'm advocating for your future reigning, defending undisputed queen of the cart, Blabs. Thank you, Cthulhu Waifu.
See, he doesn't think I'm retarded.
Winterfell says, DSP is a must for King of the Cart. DSP has an open invite to all of our events. He can show up at any one he wants. I will gladly bring him out.
I love how his Mario Kart clips, all he did was bitch and complain about the game the entire time he was playing it. Then he was surprised that nobody was giving him money.
It's like people really love when you just complain about what you're doing the entire time. You know?
I love watching you just rage about how much the game sucks. Definitely want to see that in the rotation more.
More of it, please. Hey, Z Metroids, thank you so much for using your Prime sub over on Twitch. Game Hunter came in with the 2, says, my Italian cousin just texted me. It's Olive Garden. Blabs, your future is in front of you. John Kennedy says, way off topic, we'll look up Mexican Star Trek, Mad TV. I think I've seen that before. Spectre Wolf says, Blabs loves nuts because she is nuts. Confirm, payday bars are yummy. We love you, Blabs, just the way you are.
Listen, they are pretty yummy.
That's right.
Have you ever had a payday bar before, Craig?
Yes, payday bars are great. I just wouldn't want to be. I just wouldn't want to be paid in them.
But you shouldn't be paid in the first place just to help your neighbor out for 10 minutes. Let's be real.
Hey, Enrique came in and says the cucumbers on tacos make sense now.
I got trolls here, and I got trolls on my monitor. It's fine.
That's right. With Levy says, hey, free food is the prime currency for helping out neighbors. Candy bar is a little cheap, though. Mm-hmm.
It's 10 minutes of help. You don't have to pay me anything.
Winterville says, Blabs, just don't dress up as ghosts. Ghosts? Winterfell. Sorry, that didn't go the way I think it was supposed to go.
Oh, it's Ghost. The teeth got cut off.
Joey says, Blabs goes into the wood in full Gryffindor outfit with a broom and runs around trying to play Quidditch and practicing Harry Potter spells.
Okay, the only thing I don't do is trying to play Quidditch because that just looks stupid. You're running around with a stick between your legs. Okay?
You're right. That does look stupid. Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
Tamamo says that was a reference to the whole thing being the last Mario Kart event. Oh, you're talking about at what's his face? Ludwig's event. Yeah. Yes. Epsilon Sama says, please invite Blab's sister on the show. Have her tell stories about Blabs. Also, tell your sister to go to Olive Garden. Unlimited breadsticks. Also, Montez.
She will not be doing any of those things. Thank you.
Why would she not want to? Blabs' sister, you're more than welcome to come on the show. Reach out to me. No. Listen. Blabs' sister, come here.
No.
Get closer to your monitor. Come here. Bring it in close to your monitor. You're always welcome to come on the show. Just send me an email and say, hey, it's Blabs' sister. And I'll be like, okay, come on the show. And you know, as a matter of fact, maybe we'll do a special show where Blabs is not on it.
Why can't you
and
just
it's
do the
you.
phone call in? See how I tie that in? She leaves a voice message instead.
No. I'd much rather have her come on the show, which is great.
No. We're no. Mm-mm.
All right. Seriously, send me an email. With that said, I'll give you a payday bar as an advance. All right, we always like to start the show with Today in Gaming History. Blabs, please fill us in on your picks today.
Okay, everybody. August 18th, Maine's Revolt was released in 1999. I gotta make sure I say this right. Wolfenstein.
Oh, God.
Was released in 2009, or is it Wolfenstein? I always get it mixed up. Oh, and then Lara Croft. And The Guardian of Light was released in 2009 too. The end. I realized I made a mistake on the years because they can't both be 2009 and with one's 16 and one's 15.
That's what you were laughing about? That you made a mistake on the years?
No,
not
I just
the fact
know that
you totally
afterwards.
butchered Wolfenstein?
Listen, it's a hard word. Steinstein. They sound the same. They read the same.
Hey, real
Which
quick,
one is it?
Blabs, real quick. Can you tell me in the bottom left spot where it says Alex, how
It
would you
says
say
Alex Stein.
Are you sure about that, Blabs?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, some noticeable games that you missed today, Blabs. Honestly, not a whole lot outside of Wolfenstein, the reboot in 2009 right there. Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light. Yes.
So that mean I did a good job then?
You did do a good job.
Ha.
I think you did.
Pac-Man 256. This is an Android game, but this was released
Was it
on
revolutionary?
home consoles.
It's a fun
It was
game.
good. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
like
was
that
really,
game.
really fun.
It's just a runner, but it's works for Pac-Man really well.
Yeah, I thought it was you're 100% right. Really fun game. Disney Infinity. Remember this? They gave this the old college try, the old swing and a miss on this. And they were trying to kind of mimic they'd sell like the little amiibo style things. And they did 3 seasons of Disney Infinity. And then they ended up packing it up and saying au revoir. Yeah, getting out of there with that. That was a good effort right there. Blabs, Pizza Connection 3. I'm sure you don't remember that game, neither do I. It's okay. And there you go. Yeah. And
the flight simulator. That's not bad.
oh yeah, that's a big one for sure. Microsoft
Phoenix does
Flight
that in
Simulator.
his free time.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Dude, did you know? Listen, I was talking to a pilot the other day, and I realized that I fucked up. I should have been a pilot. I should have been into training. Did you know that I'm telling you, if somebody would have had this conversation with me when I was like 17, 18 years old, it would have totally changed the trajectory of your life. Did you know that if you are a pilot, that your average earning, like the earnings potential of a pilot, is between $20 and $30 million over the course of your career? That's insane. Like, I kind of want to quit doing what we're doing now and just go to flight school and see if I can get a good 20 years out of it. You know what I mean? Like, that is crazy.
Commercial pilots?
Yes.
I thought they got paid dick. I thought that was the whole
No.
idea. Oh wow. Okay. Good.
No,
They should.
No, they
get paid
make a lot of money.
Yeah, commercial pilots kill it. Which was just insane. Yeah, so like if you're a stewardess or something, you get paid dick, right? But they give you peanuts. Blabs would love it. But
Shut up! It has to be a payday bar, not just peanuts.
You also
Where's
get
the
a free
cow now?
Coke.
yes,
They get
and
free Cokes too.
You get a Diet Coke whenever you want, which is
I
great.
don't like diet.
As many pairs of headphones as you want.
Those are
You
shit.
can have a regular one. It's okay.
But yeah, it's good. But the pilot though, man, holy crap. I was like, wow, I wish I knew that when I was a kid. If somebody would explain it to me like that, hey, over the course of your career, you have the opportunity to make between 20 and $30 million. I'd be like, oh, okay. Well, see you later, internet. And anyways, so if you guys have any kids, just throw it out there. I mean, listen, we're telling our kids, go be pilots. Because especially women pilots. Oh, my God, DEI, let's go.
Can you imagine me as a pilot? Hey, everybody, it's your favorite pilot, Blabs. Whee!
We.
I don't think
going down.
Yeah.
Would you wear your Gryffindor robe while you're flying the plane?
I don't think that's allowed for uniform
Well, they
mandates
can't
and all
see
that.
you when the door's closed.
But if I get a lanyard, I'm totally putting like a Harry Potter pin on it. Got a rep.
That'll be reassuring for the passengers of that plane. Yeah, don't worry, I've got a spell. We'll keep it afloat. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
It's
Also,
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
yes, very reassuring to have Blabs on the PA system up there. But let's see if I can find my. There we go. Let's see. What do we got here? We got Blabs on the. This is your pilot speaking, Blabs. We're descending at a rate of 600 miles an hour at 25,000 feet. Whee! That's a horrible idea. Just don't do that, Blabs.
Okay.
All right. Hey, guys, thank you very much for popping in. We do have our Montez goals today, all three of them. We got our obviously yellow super chat goal. We also have our membership goal up here on YouTube, 15 for our Montez membership over on YouTube. And over on Twitch, we are just 6 away from hitting our Montez goal over there. So, and once again, we're going to add Rumble here in a little bit. We're working on that, and we'll try to get Kick up there as well. So we have maybe a multiple Montez day here on a wonderful Monday. If we can get some more M's on the program, that'd be great. Reese came in and says, regarding drinking for King of the Cart, if by adult beverages you mean, oh my God, coffee, sure. Yeah, we'll definitely provide coffee. Joey says, so Blabs, you're saying that all men are stupid because we run around with a stick between our legs all day?
I don't think you want me to answer that one.
We do.
Yeah, go ahead, Blabs. Are we all stupid?
Let's see. Some are very stupid. I'll just leave it at that.
That's fair. Yeah. Witterfell says, Blabs almost got a W today on gaming history. Almost, but alas, no. Armis says, greetings from the Caribbean. Never a storm on the water, nor the howling gale, nor the skies own fire'll keep. Listen, Armis, what the hell are you doing? I don't even understand. May fortune and winds. Listen, Armis, just have fun in the Caribbean.
He's talking about that big ass storm. There may be a hurricane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, people are watching it pretty close right now. It looks bad, but right now it's not getting close to Florida or anything.
Well, that'd be when's it supposed to hit? Because we may be going to Florida in early September.
I don't know if it's gonna yet.
Okay, good. Bentley says also Blabs fumbled pronouncing Wolfenstein. I can now confirm that it's Blabs' fault that the Berenstein Bear is changing their names to Berenstain. # Montez. All right. Okay, we got a lot to get to. Oh my crap! In 30 minutes, BX is going to be joining us to talk about all the insanity going on in Roblox.
This is your fault for payday.
I know. I did it. So let's get into it, friends. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. All right. Here we are on this wonderful Monday, and new words have been added to the English lexicon, the English dictionary, courtesy of the Cambridge Dictionary. Now, anytime new words are added, Flash, I'm going to ask you if you have ever heard the word skibbity before. Have you ever heard the word skibbity before?
Yeah, like memes and stuff. Yeah, I've heard of that.
What about the word inspo before?
No.
Inspo? No? Have you ever heard the word Delulu before?
No.
Yeah, that's
Or-
Disney and Hulu putting together.
That's yeah. Well, I understand what you're saying. That's a nice joke, Blabs. Also, broligarchy. You ever heard of broligarchy before?
No. No.
No. Well, the most noticeable words that have been added to the Cambridge Dictionary are skibbity, broligarchy, inspo, and delulu. Right here.
Oh, Skibbity's that toilet game.
Yes. Tradwife has also been added right here. Blabs, if you can say this word as well, right here, that'd be great.
Mouse jiggler.
Okay, just wanted to see if you can do that. Here are some definitions for them. Skibbity is a word that can have different meanings, such as cool or bad, and can be used with no real meaning as a joke. So it's a word that means nothing. That's what I got out of this right here.
Isn't that like what they do in like acapella? Skibbity bop bop, doo wop dee doo. Woo! Phil
Delulu,
Collins.
believing things are not real or true, usually because you choose to. Like you're Delulu, I guess. That's the way you described it right there. Tradwife, a married woman, especially one who posts on social media, who stays at home doing cooking, cleaning, etc., and has children that she takes care of. Tradwife is short of traditional wife. Sounds awesome. Just throwing it out there. The mouse jiggler is a device or piece of software used to make it seem as though a computer mouse is moving so that it seems as though you are working when you're not.
There's a thing for that now? Wow.
I guess so. So much. It's been that way for a while, Blabs, because now it's a part of the whatever lexicon.
You have to
this
have
is.
a mouse jiggler software on your PC in these like companies and stuff.
I guess.
That's Delulu.
Whoa, nice.
Huh?
Okay, thank you. Inspo says short for inspiration. Broligarchy, a small group of men, especially men owning or involved in the technology business, who are extremely rich and powerful. Nice.
I like that. The broligarchy. What up, my man?
Yeah. So there you go. These are now, I guess, so popular with Gen Z that these are words that have been put in the, I guess, like go back 100 years. And if you were to tell somebody that there was a broligarchy, like, how can you imagine the faces that you'd see from, like, let's just say, like, Henry Ford, be like, hey, you're a part of the broligarchy. He's like, I'm sorry, what are you saying? And he's twisting his mustache over here. Like, it'd be so confusing to people. It's confusing to me. I'm hearing these words for the first time. I don't even know what's happening. I go back to, like, these words that we used in the 90s, radical, bodacious. Like, I wonder if people were saying the same thing. Cowabunga. Yes, pretty much everything the Ninja Turtles said, right?
Yeah.
It's just silly that these words have been added, and that's where we're at with society right here.
Did fat ever make it? PHAT? Did that ever become a dictionary word? Because if so, we need to our society is doomed.
Fat with a PH, yeah, I hear that. Yeah. You're not just fat. That's where you describe a woman, perhaps. Hey, she's pretty fat. And the woman would go, no. And you go, you're fat with a PH. Sure, get it. Yeah. Blabs, you ever been called fat before?
With an F, yes.
What?
No,
What?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Are you serious? You've been called fat?
Yeah, when I was still in high school and I was like half the size I was now, my pediatrician would be like, you can't afford to gain any more weight. Don't gain any more weight.
It's all those
Stop
fucking
gaining more weight."
paydays you've been taking. That's the problem.
Wait. When you were half the size you are now?
I was a lot skinnier in high school, yeah.
You're a twig. You are tiny. Like
Yes.
I feel like when you're gonna get blown over by the Texas wind when you come down here. You are tiny, and they called you fat.
Yes, my pediatrician doctor, when I was growing up, like 16 or so, she'd be like, you can't gain any more weight. You can't gain any more weight. But I was like, hello? I'm female. I'm growing body parts and stuff. Like, you're going to naturally gain weight. And she's like, you can't gain any more weight. You got to watch what you're doing. Yeah, it was great.
Did that harm you psychologically? Were you
No,
like,
I
"Oh,
said,
no."
get fucked, woman.
And then you had some more mozzarella sticks. You're like, what? And you're like, oh, no. Having some more pesto over here.
Yeah, I like pesto.
Okay. Yeah, I know. That's great. Wonderful. All right. Well, there we go. We'll make sure we have a skibbity rest of the show.
That's
God,
Lulu.
God, I feel like just I want to slowly just walk off a bridge for saying that. That's ridiculous. Sorry, sorry, Phoenix. I apologize. All right, we have this from the New York Post. Blabs, you added this to here. Campers' repeated cries
Yeah.
spark rescue mission, but he was singing songs by what infamous rock band?
This was Nickelback. He was singing Nickelback, and the rescuers thought he needed help.
So,
So
this guy was out like just on a walk. Hold on.
Well, of
First
course,
off,
this happens, of course, in Canada, British Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So he's walking around. The man has been solo camping, a popular destination for bikers and rock climbers, or like rock climbers. Pardon the pun. Yeah. In the province, when two hikers called 911 after hearing what they described as repeated cries. Blabs, what's your favorite song of
From Nickelback?
from? Did you almost say Nippleback?
No, I said nickel. Nickelback. I'd have to
Sound
say
like something else.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
probably Photograph. I'm not the biggest Nickelback fan, but if it comes on, I'll jam out too. But it's not like I need this song and you play it.
Isn't Photograph a Weezer song?
No. Look at this
Look at
photograph.
this photograph. Every time it makes me. Yeah, that one.
I don't listen to Nickelback, so I don't really know shit about them.
That's fair.
But
Well,
this
you may-
doesn't make me want to jump in and listen to them.
You may not actively look for Nickelback, but Nickelback will find you regardless of whether you actively listen to it or not. So these is important stuff. Nickelback was a big player in the Texas Rangers run to the World Series a couple years ago. They had a big renaissance there. So yes, it was Hero. I think it was Hero.
Yeah, that was a
Heroes
Spider-Man song.
Enrique
Oh, the
Iglesias.
Spider-Man song.
Yeah, the Spider-Man
Okay.
song.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, look, I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna apologize for it. Nickelback, not that bad. Just gonna throw it out there. Like not the best, just not that bad. Okay. Just gonna. Oh, Phoenix, you okay with that statement?
Yeah, I'm
Am I getting
agreeing with you.
canceled for that?
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
good.
they're a band that everyone loves to hate, but they really haven't listened to them. Like they're okay. It's like Creed. They're not that bad. A slightly cringy here and there, but overall they're not bad.
Yes. Yeah, I hear you. I'm with you on that. That's good.
No,
All right,
Bentley is correct over on Rumble. He's saying that Blabs does like some Barry Manilow. I do. He's thebomb.com.
Barry Manilow is thebomb.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like we made it. Yeah. Mhm.
How's it go again, Blabs?
I'm not doing it again.
I'm
Shows
not
one
cutting.
time.
I'm not cutting until you do.
Hi.
Go ahead, Blabs.
No.
The Thrillist says, "Who is treating you, Blabs? Allie McBeal when you went into your doctor and she's like, you're too fat."
No. She was some Filipino doctor.
Oh, well, she had no filter, which I appreciate.
I guess
It's good.
not.
It's good. Good through the wife who says, "The older I get, the more I become a grumpy old man and scream at these damn kids with their tard words." Yes. Robin Wheels came in with a 5, says, "Permissions to be a dick. The cart looked like a 5-year-old birthday cake." Wait, you talking about the this back here? This rotating?
The audacity of this bitch. No.
That is incorrect.
Bob understands. I'm just saying,
Freaking
there it is
nice
right there.
That is.
Well, I
That's
mean, it
made
does
out
kind
of
of.
felt.
The reason why it does look like a 5-year-old birthday cake is that my mom actually purchased the little cart itself to use it as a model. So, Rob, thanks for really destroying my mom's image of herself and self-worth. So thank you for that, Rob. Appreciate that.
Wow. I think it's fantastic. I love that thing. I don't want you giving it away personally, but
I'm just going to keep it rotating behind me at all times. So when it goes
think
to a
you
solo
should.
shot of me, it's just hanging out right there. Look at that. That's
You
wonderful.
should. You have plenty of wall space to put up like a little shelf, and you should just have it rotating up there behind
Yeah.
you, next to your plaque.
It's good. Jared says, "What do y'all have against Nickelback? Their music is amazing." See, Jared, That's fine. That's fine. Darth Dragon says, "Hey Blabs, Krispy Kreme is making Harry Potter themed donuts. Ask Craig to get you a dozen. Safe and happy. Stay happy and stay safe, everyone." Darth.
So that's what we're doing in Texas. Specifically, there's nothing else happening when I go there. It's just for the Krispy Kremes, and then I'm going back home.
That's not accurate at all. As a matter of fact, it has been established that I will buy her as many Krispy Kreme donuts as she wants as soon as we go to Olive Garden.
I will not be going to Olive Garden. I will be sneaking out of the hotel and finding my way to Krispy Kreme.
Not gonna happen.
What do you have against real authentic Italian food? I don't
don't-
really
My
understand
io
it.
soda! It's fine.
Flash is asking the good questions. These are important questions that you need to ask. What do you have against true, authentic Italian food?
Nothing. It's why I eat it. Like, a couple times a week.
Do you? You go to Olive Garden twice a week?
It's not
Good
true.
for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
ADDF Toxic came in and says, "Let's go for Multi-Montez Monday. Let's go." All right. We are...
Sorry, Blabs. Your Little Caesars food dash door does not count as Italian food.
Yeah.
You need to do better.
Little Caesars doesn't count, Blabs. All right? All right. It's got to be true.
It's not
authentic
real Italian.
Thanks for letting me know.
I know they use the little Roman guy, but that doesn't count.
Yeah.
I'm not even Roman.
Tamamo came in and says, "My name is Craig, and I'll be your pilot today. We'll try not to end up on plane talk." That's right.
Every time I get on a plane now, I always do like the little thing where like, please don't put me on plane talk. Please don't put me on plane talk.
Please, for the love of God. Wouldn't that be just immense irony is if one day we're talking
So
about
Blabs
you.
died, but here we are.
Plane talk. Young Stuff says, "Ayo, so new retro store opened in my area. I picked up Sonic 1, 2, and Samurai Showdown for the Genesis complete in box and picked up the Master System in box." Ooh, nice. Good snags right there. Very good. All right. Let's move on to our next story. Actually, it's not really a story at all. Did you see the viral post over the past week or so talking about Howard Stern? In the early 2000s, Howard Stern was still the king of media, and they had a Butterface competition. Now, Blabs just recently learned what a Butterface competition, or what a Butterface is. Do you remember what this is, Blabs?
Yes, so it's like saying it's a combination, like a pun, but her face. So like her face is trash, but the rest of her is a 10. Huh?
The body is smoking.
Yeah.
Right. Body smoking, face, right? And there's been one video in particular. I actually have several videos from that competition. And we're going to play the Butterface game here with Blabs because she has not seen this at all. Okay. So what you need to know is they literally, please share my screen. This is hilarious. They literally would put a bag.
Oh, that's the video Mally sent me.
Okay.
Oh.
then we'll talk about this with Mally as well. Okay. So they like, look at her eyes. I'm sorry. That's really fucking funny.
Yeah, this is the chick that was
Yes.
saying that she's smoking, but her face isn't even that ugly. That they were just roasting
The worst,
her. This is
the worst
it.
thing about her is the tan. She looks like she got burnt in the sun.
Well, here let's take a look here real fast because you've seen this one, but I don't know if you've seen the other ones, Blabs. So here we go. This is from the early 2000s, and this aired on E. Right here, aired on the E network. So this wasn't just like a radio show. This is something they did here.
Here we go, and let's see the face.
It's not. She's not even ugly.
Yeah.
She's
No.
uglier. The one in the audience.
Yeah, she's better looking than her. It's the tan she has kind of throws
Yeah,
it
it's
off.
the lighting and everything.
Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, you were saying that you think that she just looks exotic.
That's it. To me, she looks exotic. And if you put some makeup on there, actually, she's probably a smoke show. Like she's got everything going for her. To me, the thing that's going against her at the moment is just like the oily kind of probably sweating, probably nervous. That's it.
She had a bag on her head.
Yes,
She's
yeah.
probably sweating bullets. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, what do you think with it? Yeah, and no makeup. plain faced, right? So anyway, look at like the response here from the crowd.
Yikes. So mean.
Stacy, it's got to be hard when the crowd starts. Oh, dear. James, you give her the microphone so I can talk to her. Stacy, it's got to be tough when the crowd starts freaking out
bad
and you take the
call.
bag off your head.
Okay, look at this woman. I'm just saying, holy moly.
Yeah, smoke show.
Were we in the year, whatever this was, 2002? I mean, clearly they're all like over exaggerating what's happening here, right? Because this lady smoking hot. Let's just be real, right? I don't care if you're in the early 2000s or 2025. This lady is smoking hot, and I will look past whatever's going on top, regardless, even if she is attractive, for what's going on from the neck down, right? That is like smoking hot right here. And then they put the microphone up to her and they ask her to respond. Is it hard for you?
Hard for you?
No, not really.
How did you end up here in the Butterface? Did some guy tell you about it?
No, actually, my friend Candace entered me into it.
Wow.
Okay, so
That's such a mean friend.
I know.
And her
Right.
eyes are
She
gorgeous.
just has
there's
a
more
bad-
here, Blab.
The tan's not good. I think she got
It works
burnt.
for me.
Like, it looks like she's burnt.
Yeah, Phoenix over here is like, I don't, whatever, tan lines, whatever, that's fine.
Well,
All
it's
right,
just
so
not, that's what's not helping. But she looks great.
Her eyes
No,
are gorgeous.
I
If you
agree.
put like eyeliner or a little eyeshadow,
Yeah, she has beautiful green eyes.
So most people only saw that one, but there were more to this. So here is this next one here. You can see this lady here. She has the bag on. They have her take off the bag, and like, there she is. Like she's, kind of makes a funny face or
Plain
whatever.
face, yeah.
Once
She's
again, no
not
makeup,
ugly.
no nothing.
not ugly at all.
And you see this lady over here.
about?
Rob, what do you...
Like,
Well,
with all
that's
due
because women
respect,
love
lady.
to hate on women. So it's
That looks like a dude.
Great points.
Dude looks like a lady.
Look at that
Look at
Elton
that
John
one.
right
Like,
there. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And like
She's butch.
this schlub over here in the background, I am so mad at you. He's more mad at her for being black than not super attractive, right? It's like, so this had like Artie laying on it. It had Rob Schneider on it, right?
Damn.
And we'll get to Rob Schneider here in a minute because he actually talked about this. But yeah, like I don't like not she's not a 10 by any means, but
She's not ugly.
like whatever. Yeah, like none of these women are here. So all right, let's continue here. Let's continue.
Move the bag and let...
Okay, we got this one here in a red, white, and blue bikini. And she takes it off and
Like, oh, my God. Bianca. Oh, my I think we have a...
like look at this guy's face. Like how can you possibly look at this woman and react this way? Like she's cute.
Yeah, she's fine.
Nothing wrong at all.
Yeah, got a little like Molly Shannon going on with her, Yeah, like all right. Anyways, oh, this guy's over here pretending to be throwing up in a bag. Like
He's throwing up every time.
yeah, she's, like I got a beautiful smile. This lady is beautiful, just crazy. But hey,
Let's take a look.
let's see this last one here.
Yeah,
Okay, she
no, that
wins.
one wins.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's yikes, yeah.
She won. She won the award here. But anyway, so like things have certainly changed over the last 20 something years or so, and there's been a lot of like pushback on this. And so Rob Schneider actually responded to this, and he said, "I was there. I was a judge in the Howard Stern's Butterface contest. It's interesting to see the new Puritans judge something from 2 decades ago with today's overtly faux sensitivities. The episode was over 20 years ago, and it was obvious that this was a young woman was not just pretty, but downright beautiful. Nobody forced her or any of the girls to put the bag over her head. All the women volunteered and were happy to play along. I'm not defending the meanness of this episode. However, meanness was the entire point. The audience laughed uproariously, as did the contestants. They were in on the joke. The idea being an experiment in outrageously bad taste and political incorrectness, which is what comedy should try to do. Be as outrageous as possible to see what funny thing is perhaps too far. At the time, taped in Las Vegas, by the way, nobody mentioned that hotbed of inequity was where it happened. The culture wasn't captive to the most sensitive members of society and their whining or self-righteousness, fake moral superiority of the 2020s. Also, we were all smashed on tequila. Good tequila. Very good, very gore tequila. So, that makes a lot more sense knowing that
Well
they're all
said.
blitzed. Yes. So anyways, Blabs, on a scale of, hey, hotness, Even her smile, her smiling, she just looks a little bit older. But
She's
no, she wins this one.
yeah,
Her body
she's
ain't
got a
great
gorgeous-
either.
She's got a gorgeous body, but
she doesn't.
You know,
yeah,
Man.
look at her body. She's got big
It looks
tits.
dumpy and old.
Well, maybe she's an older fella. You know? How do you know
An
how
older
old she
fella.
is?
Yeah, exactly.
She's
Yes.
maybe she could be in her 40s. What? She looks great
Hey,
if she's in her 40s.
all I'm saying is to get on stage in front of I don't
You
know
need big
1,000
balls.
people doing this. Yeah, dude, you got to have some huevos.
And she
So-
does. Yep.
God. I don't think that'd stop you, Phoenix. Just saying.
Oh, I would totally do it. Yeah, let's be clear.
Oh man, Flash, did you see any of these? Like,
Yeah,
you know what'd
I
be
saw
fun?
I saw the one we first reacted to. I just saw that one, but it
Yeah.
was mostly like attached to the woman who wanted a travel buddy.
Mm-hmm.
You know that clip that I'm talking
Oh
about?
yeah. We did see that one. Yes.
Yeah.
The lady. We have not talked about that on the show, but the lady who was looking for a travel buddy and an adventure buddy and all that. Yeah. I saw that being passed around online. Blabs, let's play the Blabs ranks things game, which is a brand new thing I'm starting right now, where Blabs will rank things. In this case, ranking women. So, Blabs, let's go ahead and have you rank the women based off of sheer sexiness here. So we're gonna go through, take a look at this lady.
Is this like 1 on 10?
On a scale? No, you're gonna rank them based off of 1 to 4 because there's four here.
Oh, in
So
that sense. Okay.
Okay, so hold on, Blabs. Don't rank any. We just want a quick review, real quick. Okay, this is the last lady here. Okay,
not that.
here's the next lady here. Right, this lady here. Okay, then we have this lady here. Right, this lady right here. Okay, and then we have the
Allow you to
original
lose your
lady
home.
here at the start. So, you get to rank all 4 of these women based off of bangability.
All right, so she's actually number 1, the top, right? 1 is the top.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna go that way. I'm kind of deciding about like 2 and 3. They could be swapped. It could be this chick here could be 2 or 3. Can we go back to the next one?
Move the bag and let's.
Yep, here we go. This is the next one here with the bag on her head. If you recall, a little Molly Shannon-ish.
I think I'm gonna have to put her 2. This one's 2.
Okay.
Atta girl.
Uh-huh.
The other chick is 3 that we just seen. The black chick, she's 3. And then the one that Phoenix thinks is a man, that one's gonna be number 4.
Okay, so Blabs'
Let's
racism
take
is
a look.
showing, which is wonderful
What do you
today.
mean? If
That's
I was
good. Thank
racist,
you,
she'd be
Blabs, for
dead
that.
last.
No, I'm just kidding. Well, there you go. So now we know Blabs has ranked everybody from top to
Welcome,
bottom.
chat.
Thank you.
And it's not
Congratulations.
sexist because I did it, not the men. Ha!
That's right. That's why I had you do it instead of us.
By the way, our guest is here. By the way.
Excellent.
I'm next.
Excellent. Well, I'll tell you what, Blabs, why don't you get a couple supers real quick? I'm going to refresh really quick because I think I'm on a slight delay.
Okay.
And then we'll bring in BX as well. Does that sound good?
Yep. Okie dokies.
Okay, sounds good.
Brulgar for 5 says, here's an idea. Take Blabs to the Texas State Fair. At least she can try some real barbecue there from Memphis. Yo, I'd love to go to the Texas State Fair. That sounds like fun. Bike Short Senpai for 5 says, I freaking love Nickelback and Creed. They were the best WWE soundtrack. Let me get the bigger ones. Oh, hello. Whatever was coughing. Hang on. Let's see. Bush and Radio Cat for 2 says, can Blabs rate some of the men in the crowd? Well, that could be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Wiz for 1 says some people haven't been to a ratchet ass Walmart to know what a real Butterface looks like. Luigi for 1 says that trophy should be kept on a crystal box in a vacuum and light controlled environment so it can be preserved. The winner should get only a replica or a Polaroid of it.
Thank you, Luigi. Appreciate that.
fair
All
with
right.
that.
All right, let's go and get to our next topic here. Joining us now and right in the center of your screen, BX. Great to see you. How are you?
Hey guys,
How
thanks
have
for
you
having me
been?
on again.
Hi.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I feel like it's been a long time since we've had you on. It's great to see you.
It has. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know what we were talking about last time. Some kind of craziness.
there's always craziness going on, and
Yeah.
that's what we're going to talk about now. So this should be super fun. Oh, well, and by super fun, I mean I want to have you pull your hair out talking about this.
Yeah, it's not the funnest topic, unfortunately.
That's okay, but it's important to talk about these things. We've been covering the Roblox story over the past really the past week or so. Look, I don't think anybody in our audience really goes out and like plays a whole lot of Roblox, right? But we may have kids who are playing Roblox. I personally do not.
You don't want to play Public Shower Simulator? Or?
No, not a whole lot of interest. But I do think it would be interesting. We've seen a lot of streamers go in and they have played Roblox for the first time. And literally within a minute, they're being exposed to a bunch of things that if they were between 8 and 12, they should not be being exposed to, really. So BX, you have been putting together this, you've been working on this for a good while now. You got a video over on Rumble talking about this 764 cult. Is that related to what we're talking about?
Yes. Yeah, it's actually, I don't know if anyone's ever actually really told the full story of how this whole thing unfolded with Roblox. Kind of Streisand affecting all of this bad stuff. I guess we could probably all agree that's what happened, right?
Yeah, of course.
But so my story is about 3 years ago, I started really going hard investigating these child predator networks online. And one of the first things we noticed was that they're using Roblox. Roblox was this huge hotbed. Like we had this saying we'd always say, like all roads lead back to Roblox, right? When you're looking for these like predator networks. And the networks that we were finding, I mean, yeah, there's normal pedophiles that are terrible and everywhere, all over the place, right? But there's also these like more organized networks of people who use the platform to groom kids and sextort them into producing child sexual abuse material, CSAM, and even trying to get them to like cut themselves on camera and even kill themselves on camera. So it's pretty much the darkest thing you can imagine happening, right?
Yes.
Far beyond like normal pedophiles, which are already bad enough. So it just makes it all that much more awful. So we found these guys on Roblox and we started to speak out about it. And not just that, but they're also grooming kids to commit mass shootings and terror attacks and trying to get them to be like little neo-Nazi crazy mass shooters. That's how you end up with like those, like this black neo-Nazi school shooter or whatever, that everyone's like, how does that happen? This is how it happens. And so it's
this is pretty
intense.
So this is called Spawnism 764?
Well, actually, it's just 764.
Okay.
So the 764 network is what spawned all of this stuff, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
So what ended up happening is like a few months back, I ended up hooking up with like some of these Roblox predator catcher guys like Ruben Sim and Schlepp, because they were starting to see these 764 members all over the place. And, I've somehow ended up the subject matter expert on this. Like, it's really a weird position to be in, but here we are. So, we're like, obviously want to help these guys catch some of these predators and see if we can maybe decoy some of them, see what we can do to find their identities, because the FBI, like when I started talking about this like 2 years ago, everyone's like, this lady's crazy talking about satanic pedophile networks. What a lunatic. But now it's like international news, and the FBI's come out and opened 250 investigations just in the last few months into this group. So it's very, very, very serious. And it's also a PR debacle to any company that gets wrapped up in it, because the media companies are like, 764, that's going to be a headline story, no matter what it is, right? So you don't want these people on your platforms for lots of reasons.
So yeah. So this is obviously, the snowball has been rolling down the hill, and it really kind of hit this past week, where yeah, sure. So this has now been put to light, but you were talking about this, as you mentioned, a couple of years ago, and people were like, this lady's crazy. Well, I don't even know what you're talking about, right? How has that affected you? And is there some justification in kind of seeing all this kind of come to light publicly?
It's been overwhelming. I've been interviewed like a dozen or more times for like international news outlets. There's film people trying to contact me to make Netflix. I mean, it's just crazy. It's very overwhelming. I always used to say, though, like, I'm not crazy. I'm just early. Like, I stood by my conviction. I knew this was real. I knew that it was something that needed attention. And we were able to kind of push it out into this, like, we're able to kind of pressure people to start talking about it, I guess, in a way, by helping the victims, connecting them to media outlets. And we've done a lot behind the scenes trying to get the word out about this group. So back to Roblox. When I was working with Schlep and the rest of them, we kind of formed this little ad hoc group where we were trying to figure out what was going on with this new thing called Spawnism. Spawnism, basically what happened was some 764 members who we already know, where they're known threat actors. And when I say known threat actors, like these guys are the internationally most wanted criminals in the world. Like it's pretty serious. They basically used this fandom community for the Forsaken game in Roblox. And they called it Spawnism. And it was basically just a honeypot to trap kids and extort them. And so what we were seeing them do was try to convince kids that the Spawnism was a real thing, that they had to like commit all these horrible acts, like sexual acts and self-harm on camera for like the Spawnism gods. And ultimately, the whole thing was like, you should kill yourself for the Spawnism gods and you'll respawn. That was like what they were trying to groom these kids into believing. It's pretty messed up. And so,
okay, hold on. This is like next level insanity, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Well, I mean, because on the surface, we're seeing stories about, you know, bathroom simulators and all these things, and like that on like that's bad enough. Right. That's horrible.
Well,
but
if you look up Spawnism, it was like having its moment before this all happened. But my theory is that Roblox saw the bad stuff that was happening with Spawnism, and they saw Schlep as being like the central figure in the whole thing. And I think they banned him out of retaliation because they didn't want this thing to get more legs. And they were like, oh God, now the media is about to get wind that the 764 network's operating on
that just blew it
on
up,
Roblox.
It
did.
Streisand
affected it,
yeah.
Which has been really funny to watch. And I feel so bad for Schlep because, you know, he's not just some vigilante who's like decoying people on Roblox and making videos. I've been working with this guy for several months behind the scenes, and I've seen him doing lots of stuff to help. I mean, we've got a little group where we're trying to collaborate with nonprofits, with government organizations to help to raise awareness about what's going on. So like this a lot more than just some content creator catching predators and then making videos. Like that's not it at all. So I felt really bad when I saw all of this happen. But what I told him was like, hey man, like everything happens for a reason. And like, I know it sucks getting banned from Roblox, but like this is blowing this thing up like wide open. And now suddenly like Roblox is starting to sue people. There's a class action lawsuit. States are getting involved. Like it all got really out of hand. Like within a few days, it was very overwhelming for Schlep mostly. But,
so, okay, just for clarity, I see a couple people in the chat asking like, what is Spawnism? They don't quite understand what exactly Spawnism is.
Yeah. So Spawnism is, okay, so you have the 764 network, which is like an international group of online pedophiles that I already described, right? And they're always looking for ways to trick kids into doing, you know, into getting into Discord servers and doing stuff. So what they're doing is they created this community that was kind of LARPing as a fandom for the Forsaken game so that they could lure kids into a Discord server under the guise of this is a Roblox community. But what it really was a group of international pedophiles trying to extort them and to get them to produce CSAM and other horrible stuff. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it unfortunately makes too much sense. So here's the big question for EBX. We see things like this where the Roblox chief safety officer has interesting badges in their inventory, right? And these are, you know, when you get badges for, you know, different quote unquote accomplishments in the game. And these are all like, none of these are like anything you'd really be proud of. So then this is the chief safety officer over at Roblox. So do you think that Roblox knows about what's happening? Obviously
yes.
they're aware, but
yes.
But do you feel like they are not just aware, but are they encouraging this? Because if they don't stop it, or if they attempt to stop it, then their audience, their user base will be cut dramatically.
Yeah, I think that, you know, the Louisiana AG who push that lawsuit on Roblox. I think that she said it best when she said that Roblox is putting platform growth over user safety. Like, they're aware that all of these problems existed, but if they tried to implement some kind of fail safes, or if they tried to push heavier moderation or ban some of these problematic communities, it would be detrimental to their platform growth. And so, you know, they're a giant, massive corporation. Like, all they're about is profits. They don't care about this stuff. And unfortunately, and I've spoken on this lots of times. I saw y'all were talking about the UK earlier. You know, unfortunately, when platforms turn a blind eye and put profits over kids, governments like the UK step in and use that as a smokescreen to push through safety acts, which I've spoken out on many times, because they're really just thinly veiled, government surveillance machines. They compromise privacy, they compromise our constitutional rights, and you know, there are plenty of ways that companies can be pressured to do more without the government getting involved, and that's what we should always be aiming for, right? We should always be aiming for less government intervention, in my opinion. I'm sure lots of people over in the UK disagree. That's fine.
Yeah, the UK, well, they are the UK. So, okay, so in an ideal world for you, what does a resolution to look like for this, and how quickly is that resolution put in place?
Man, to help with the predator problem on Roblox, you know, one thing that we've been talking about, and I know Schlepp was talking about, is that he's actually tried many times to talk to Roblox personally and ask if he could be, you know, part of their team and help with moderation. And you know, I know other people in my team who have tried the same, tried to reach out to Roblox personally, and they do not want any part of that. They don't want any help from, you know, well-meaning players. They don't want help from advocacy groups. And, you know, really what they need to do is beef up their moderation team. I'm kind of spitballing here, because if you ask me my personal opinion, Roblox should just not fucking exist. Okay. Can I just be candid for a moment?
Yes, absolutely.
If your child is playing a game where the entire goal of the game is to walk around and talk to members of the public, you may as well just send them downtown by themselves and drop them in a back alley. The game premise is to talk to strangers. So I know people are going to say, well, you can get parental controls and do this and that, but these kids are so good at getting around this stuff. They're so good at sneaking around. You have no idea. Your kids shouldn't be playing Roblox. That's the bottom line. As far as, you know, me personally, my whole thing has always been raising awareness to parents. That's the most important thing to me, because the more parents who are aware of these things, the more they can cut off their victim supply, right? And so to me, I think that's the most important thing, is just raising awareness. Because again, I don't really like getting the government involved. But in my opinion, Roblox just shouldn't fucking exist. Like,
well, you know, it's the way you describe that. I've never heard it described that way. The idea of the purpose of the game being to just go and talk to strangers, right? And what do you always tell your kids? Don't talk to strangers. So why would you be like, hey, here's an entire platform to do exactly what we told you not to do?
Yeah,
So
and that's, you know, that.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what happened to me early on when I was just like a gun streamer on Twitch, kind of just playing video games, doing gun stuff, and talking about self-defense, because I've been a self-defense trainer for a very long time. And then as a mom in my like early 30s, I'm on the internet for the first time going, whoa, like the bad guys are right here on the internet with us. They don't need to sit out in white unmarked vans and wait for your kid to walk down the street anymore. They can access your kid, groom them. They can even convince your kid to run away, and you never see them again. And all of that happened online while they were in their rooms. They were basically just kidnapped in their own rooms. And so I kind of made it, after that, kind of seeing all of that, just kind of made it my platform to like advocate for, you know, parents to be more aware of what their kids are doing online.
Right. That's where I think a lot of people fall in line with what you're saying, as far as ultimately this is a parent's responsibility, right? Like their job, this Roblox job, is not to parent your kids. It's your job to go in and make sure that your kids are in the best position to not be, you know, as you said, kidnapped in their own room.
True.
Now, Roblox has gone and they have updated their safety policies here. Which has also been very intriguing to see the response to this, is replacing additional restrictions on these experiences by making any social hangout that includes private spaces such as bedrooms or bathrooms now Creek has responded to this. So Creek is the guy who backed out of their partner program. Says this is a crazy hill to die on. Roblox bathroom games are sex games. Making them 17 plus doesn't solve the issue. 17-year-olds are still minors. Roblox is still allowing kids to be in these games. Holy shit, just ban these damn games. Nobody wants sex games on the platform. Yeah.
They're making it so much worse for themselves. Like the way they're responding is horrific. I mean, I think you guys know well, right? What you can do, what we can do as members of the public to pressure companies to respond and to pressure companies to kind of implement more favorable policies for the consumers, right? But in this case, it's more than just like, DEI or wokeness or something like this. Like this is very high stakes because we're talking about kids' lives being at risk, right? So it's really, really important that we pressure companies like Roblox, and their stock is tanking right now. And I love to see it. That's a great example of how people making a big Karen-y fuss. Hi, that's me. I'll be the Karen, right? Making a big fuss at companies and creating a big public spectacle out of this kind of stuff will pressure them to actually respond.
Yeah, you mentioned their stock has lost $12 billion since this whole thing has
wow.
Like $12 billion of their company evaluation, which is just crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Now, with that said, like, to be fair, it is still crazy up since the start of the year, right? Their market cap is giant.
They're
so,
a huge company.
it's all relative.
Right.
1,000%.
Well, I think Ruben Sim had even talked about like some of the CEOs selling off their stocks right before they sent that cease and desist letter to Schlepp. It's almost like they were predicting that this was going to happen.
Well, speaking of, you mentioned Ruben Sim. He mentioned the petition to remove the CEO has surpassed over 100,000 signatures at this point.
Well, mine's on there. Yay.
As everybody should. So, like, do you think that is a reasonable outcome in a situation like this? I mean, obviously, I feel like I'm throwing you a softball here, and the idea of him resigning is a must. But do you think that that's a realistic possible outcome in a situation like this? I honestly don't know. What's funny is like, I'm not a Roblox expert. That's why I kind of paired up with these guys, these bigger creators, who were doing the predator catching stuff on Roblox, because they were helping me to understand more about the game. And I was helping them to understand more about these pedophile networks. So it was definitely a huge mutually beneficial partnership there. But what they've been saying for a long time is that the CEO turns a blind eye to this stuff. And the way we're seeing them respond now just kind of, I guess kind of emphasizes that he's not handling this debacle well at all. He's handling it very, very poorly by not addressing, but by calling Schlepp and everybody else vigilantes when in reality, like, there's so much more that people like us do behind the scenes besides just like catch predators and make videos, right? But also, why are you mad that they're getting pedophiles arrested? It just doesn't make any sense. You listen, I think that's the thing that most parents, most people online don't understand about this whole thing, is the idea that nothing about the response to this makes sense at all. It seems tone deaf to the actual problem, but it ties into possibly a larger issue. This is courtesy of Savvy, courtesy of Smash AT. You have the CEO of Roblox standing next to the president of Xbox, who is next to the head of media for the World Economic Forum. And you wonder, is this all
connected? They make it so hard for us to ignore conspiracy theories and stuff, right? So just like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Roblox is going to be one of these platforms that's big enough, with the same as YouTube and X and every other major tech platform, are going to be big enough to be affected by the UK's Online Safety Act, which is actually pretty strict in what platforms must do to protect kids' safety or to protect user safety, I guess. So Roblox does have to report to NCMEC. They do have to file reports on child exploitation, but really they have to, what they're trying to do is the bare minimum, just like any company would do. What's the bare minimum we can do to make sure we don't get fined by the UK government, right? And I think that as parents, we're agreeing that that's not enough. It's not enough. They need to do more. And, we can also move the needle by creating a big public backlash if we have to.
So, and I think that's exactly what's happening right now, really for the first time. And I saw this was mentioned in our chat that this has been talked about for, really almost a decade. This has been first brought up. Anytime you have a bunch of children on a platform, you're gonna put them in a very ugly situation. But let's circle this all the way back to this cult, the 764 cult here. You talked about this is a post that you have back from July, right? But you also have a full video over on Rumble available for everyone to watch as well, which you want to talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, sure. So when I started this work, like I mentioned, back in like 2022, everybody thought I was crazy, and I was seeing way more than just 764. That's just one piece of the puzzle. As you can see, this is a part 2 video. There's 5 parts, and it talks about these satanic terrorist networks. Basically, the basis of them is a form of Satanism, where they believe that by increasing the amount of evil in the world, that they can affect change and usher in the apocalypse and lead to societal collapse. It's a variation of something called accelerationism. And I was one of the very first people to blow the whistle on this and try to raise public awareness about this new face of terror that was going around, and all these mass shootings that were happening were connected to it. And of course, it was a tough hill to die on back then, man. I mean, my YouTube got banned. Like, I was ostracized. Like, people laughed at me straight up. I guess, like you said earlier, like, I do feel vindicated, but at the same time, I'm vindicated on something so terrible that it's like hard to feel good about it. I'm happy that people are starting to realize it's real, though.
The way you describe that, though, like, I'm not crazy, I'm just early. I've never heard that before, but man, I think everybody in our audience can relate to what you just said.
That's like my catchphrase.
Like, everyone's like, oh, yeah, dude, it's phenomenal. Phenomenal right there. So with everything going on in Roblox right now, like, I give everybody, like, what can be done if you're tired of this nonsense, if you want something to be, like, realistically, not just like, I'm going to complain online, like, what can realistically be done right now for everybody watching?
Are you talking about, like, we're talking about the Roblox situation more broadly?
Just to apply pressure to help take down this nonsense, this 764 cult, to take down the
number
platform.
1 is to just go watch those videos on Rumble. That was the part 2 that he showed, but start with part 1 and just watch them. They're not that long. And they'll explain to you kind of what's going on. And I've had so many people come to me and say, when I watched this, all the pieces of the puzzle just kind of fell together. I understood what you were saying because I've been seeing it, but I didn't know how to, like, put it into words. So watch those, and then definitely share this information, especially the information about the 764 network, with your friends and family, because like I said, like, our biggest goal has just been raising awareness to parents and helping them to understand that they are the barrier to entry to their child's abuse. So, they're really at the best position. The FBI exists, and they are arresting these guys. I've been instrumental to a few major arrests, which has been like this crazy experience. But I've also been harassed and targeted and swatted, and had stuff happen to me. And I've basically become a victim of this group. So I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I don't wish anybody to just go in head first and start attacking these guys, but they should definitely be aware of what their kids are doing online. I also have a Substack. It's BX Rights, like WRITES. And I have an article on there about warning signs, 764 network warning signs that your kid is being exploited, that you can read and send to your friends and say, if you ever notice any of these warning signs, here's what to do. And here's how to respond, so that we can start protecting the kids at their, if you scroll down, it's like pretty far down probably. I write a lot on Substack.
Well, no, that's
the cannibal
great.
story is pretty cool too. But yeah,
it's great stuff. Well, this is important. I mean, really important stuff. And I think it's very valuable what you have going on right now as far as exposing this crazy ring of insanity that no parent wants to think about but is forced to think about. which is, an unfortunate part of the world that we live in right now. So,
Yep, it is. And, there's only so much that the governments can do. There's only so much law enforcement can do. There's only so much the platforms can do. I mean, we enjoy streaming on YouTube. We enjoy posting on X. We want to keep those things. And we also kind of want to protect our right to privacy when we do those things. And so, yeah, I mean, it's really important to, as the parents being emphasize the parents being that first line of defense.
Question from White Wolf says, has anyone looked into VR chat? It's just another Roblox and it can be just as bad.
It's a whole nother
kids.
rabbit hole. But yeah, it's real bad.
If you want a quick thing on that, the whole Knuckles Uganda thing, that all came from VR chat.
Yeah. It's
it's a cesspool. Your kid just shouldn't be talking to strangers online. It's really that simple.
Right. Well, look, we value your time. We appreciate you coming on and joining us today to talk about this. Is there anything else you want to add before we say au revoir?
No, I think that you guys probably want to get back to regular scheduled, not so depressing news.
No, but listen, what you're talking about is really, really, really important. And we appreciate you coming on and spreading more information about this. Because like I said, we've got a lot of parents watching what we're doing. And like I said, I'm not a huge Roblox guy, but listen, it's important to get it out there. So thanks for coming on and letting everybody know about what's truly happening.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I always love coming on. Bye, guys.
All right, see you, BX. Take it easy.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, you too.
Bye.
All right. You guys can find BX over on X. It's BX_on_X. You can find her there. And
the links are in the description below, chat.
Excellent. Well, listen, we appreciate BX dropping on and just kind of spreading. Man, that is nuts, Flash, to hear about. The idea of the pedophile networks and stuff. The way two things to me really resonated with me. The way she described Roblox, right? The idea of going in and when you're a parent, you're don't talk to strangers. And Roblox is hey, how about everybody? You talk to all the strangers. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's sick.
It's really kind of fucked up. And so the way she described that was really crazy to me, and it made a lot of sense. And when people talk about Roblox and they ask me about Roblox, I have a much better way to describe it now. And the other thing is the way she, her catchphrase of I'm not crazy, I'm just early. How often have we seen that in the last 5-10 years where there's some crazy conspiracy theory and you're fucking crazy if you talk about it until it's true, right? I think we've seen that quite a bit over the last several years. So we appreciate BX popping in. Flash, did you take anything out of that conversation that was that I missed there?
It was a lot, but it's YouTube is also going out of its way to kind of put a curb stomp on this stuff. We were talking about this before the stream because we were watching you pulled the guy's name up actually in one of the posts that you put. I think it's Ian.
Let me triple check.
You pulled his YouTube
yes.
up. We were watching his video on Saturday, and the video went down while we were watching it. Oh, wow. And there was nothing crazy in the video that should break TOS. Nothing. And I guess it's back up now, but just the fact that it still went down is ridiculous. I feel like they're going out of their way to try to damage control for Roblox. But all these guys are all in the same boat, so it shouldn't be too surprising. But I think the picture of that Smash JT showed with the CEO with the WEF people, that's pretty fucking telling right there.
Listen, I understand the idea of people just happening to be standing next to each other, but that's one of those where you look at it and you're like, not good by any means. Mercenary says Roblox was specifically designed to hunt children. Followed up says there was no satanic panic in the 80s. They just had groups like 764 push blame on other things to discredit any concerns. Followed up says, remember guys, Roblox preeminently banned PewDiePie. They did this not wanting his popularity and all eyes he would bring on the platform. Yeah. Slain Hope says this Roblox story broke 10 years ago and was ignored. Camchi says, I swear they planned this all along to push the Online Safety Act, as this act is the final goal for perpetrators to control kids under this terrible law. Mercenary one more time says, remember, money is never the end goal. It is only a means to set end goal. The end is always has been going after children. I hope that's not the case. Ryan says, and where is collective shout in all this? Silence. Yep. Slain Hope says, what the heck, Craig? Gaming is your job and you didn't know? No, I don't play Roblox. Sorry. I'm a grown-ass man. You know, grown-ass men should not be playing Roblox. Just throwing it out there, you know. Mercenary says, 2007, I'm wrong about the satanic panic. Please remember that those you're pointing out in those is that one town. Or okay, thank you very much, Mercenary. All the autocorrects. Give it up for Patty Quinn, who subbed tier 1 for 3 months. Thank you very much, Patty Quinn, over on the Twitch side of things. Love that. Elder Hollow came in with 5. Says, I have a little work story from the Universal Kitchens. We've been messing the rookies as form of welcome. We tricked the new cook by asking him to get the left-handed spatula. The poor kid spent 30 minutes looking. We laughed so hard. Yes, the left-handed anything, the left-handed screwdriver, spatula, the whole thing. Appreciate that. Also, through the wife, who says, I have a coworker whose son is 12 who plays Roblox, and I advise him to get his son off because of all the predators. Good. Uncle Danny says, I'm gonna order a t-shirt that says, I'm not crazy, I'm just early. I love that. Yes. Mighty gave BX a follow. That's excellent. Dwight Power says, it always makes me laugh when people use vigilante as an insult, as if there's something wrong with trying to get scum off the streets, right? And Planet Shan Chan says, it got real serious, so here is an emergency dick joke. How did Burger King get Dairy Queen pregnant? He forgot to wrap his Whopper. You can play it. Go ahead.
Oh, I can't? Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey! Which says, what's this difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth about 6 months or a couple of years in this case? Yeah, that's crazy and sad. And honestly, I hope people take that little clip with BX, and I hope that other people react to it on their shows, because the stuff that she's talking about, that needs to be talked about. I hope Asmongold reacts to that. I hope all your favorite streamers react to it. Like, she's talking about shit that needs to be talked about, and it's worse than you actually think. Like, we're talking about surface level stuff, which is already bad enough, and she's diving further into it, like head deep. Crazy, man. Little Dutch just came in with the €22 money. Says, undoubtedly, we will soon get a public statement from MasterCard and Visa stating that they will stop being available as payment processors on Roblox. Right? Right? No. Thank you, Little Dutch. Appreciate that wonderful support. And Jay says, if anything, kids should be playing Minecraft with family instead. Thank you, Jay. All right, we'll get to the rest of your supers here in just a little bit. We appreciate you guys. Let's go and keep moving on with the show. We appreciate BX popping in. Did you see the latest controversy flash from Peeta, as they are wildly upset at Nintendo right now, man? That's right. This courtesy of Peta.org. It's a mean. Peeta asked Nintendo to remove the cow's nose ring. They sent out a press release here. It's pretty badass. I do say so myself. Just going to throw it out there. They put out a press release. I really don't want to read this whole press release here. I mean, what are we doing?
They're basically mad that the cow in Mario Kart has a nose ring.
Yes, that is what they're upset about. And if for those who don't remember, this is the cow, which looks incredibly happy in Mario Kart, complete with nipples and everything, or udders, if you will, on the cow. But Peeta is just waiting for a redesign of cow without the nose ring. They say nose rings are used by the meat and dairy industries to exploit, control, and even drag animals to their death. Leave the rings to Sonic and let cow breathe free. Blabs, I'm sure you have something to say about this.
Yeah, well, I mean, Peeta doesn't know this because they have their head so far up their ass, but you can't have a cow roam free.
they are domesticated livestock, right? Like they will die
They're
on
made
their
for
own.
eating.
They literally are made to be in a farm. They will die on their own. So it's just retardation.
I've just noticed too that the cow is not wearing a safety belt, and that also I would,
No,
Peeta,
no,
if you're
no.
listening, bring that up too, please.
Yeah, give him a
Great
seatbelt.
point. Great point. These are all really important things that we should definitely talk about. This was written by. There's a press release that was written by this guy Joel Bartlett. He is a Peeta member. He's been there for 22 years and 3 months. He is the senior vice president of marketing. And I wanted to kind of pull him up really quick because he looks pretty much exactly like you'd expect. I mean, so this is the guy. Kind of he has kind of an evil thing going for him. He has that like evil kind of bad guy look. Is it just me or I don't know?
He kind of looks like needs his hard drive tech, to be honest.
Yeah. Now
Maybe
there
it's
is
just because we have so much Roblox conversation, but like
He's smiling after he euthanized a bunch of dogs, which
yeah,
he's been busted
exactly.
doing.
I mean, Peeta literally has that on their website years ago.
That's what's behind him, really behind that picture is a bunch of dead animals.
Dogs that they euthanize for the greater good.
Also on their website is a contact number. Should we call that? Should we call the contact? I don't know, just be like, hey, y'all fucking retarded. How's that?
Let's call it right now.
Should we call it and just be like, hey, it's for Alex Payne. Should we call and ask them what they're doing? I don't feel prepared for this at all, but we could certainly give it a go and see.
Let's call him.
Yeah. All right. Blabs, is there any ammunition?
I mean, they're just absolutely retarded. They make all these lies up about livestock and leather and everything. Meanwhile, they kill animals behind the scenes. Vegan shit is actually worse for the environment because you're literally making all this plastic instead of using the resources and honoring the animal that has been euthanized.
Hey, Beyond Meat's going out of business.
Good. It's freaking terrible shit. So fuck Peeta.
You know what?
Also, they're very aggressive and violent.
You know what? Hold on. I got the right
Shout out
angle.
Temple.
I'm gonna go with the seatbelt approach. I'm gonna call and ask for more restrictions from Nintendo.
Exactly
so hold on, let me do this real fast. I'm gonna give this number a call really fast, and let's give it. This is Alex Payne. Okay, let's go ahead and do this live on the show. We're calling Peeta right now.
Hello, you've reached the Washington, D.C. office of Peeta and the Peeta Foundation. If you know the extension of the person you are trying to reach, you may dial it now. If you are calling from the media, please press 1. Please take note, Peeta's D.C. office is not a shelter, and we are unable to take in animals. If you're calling about a local domestic animal situation, please call
we can't
DC
give them
Animal
to
Control
Phoenix.
at 202-576-6664,
Okay, just
which is
hang tight.
24/7. If you don't get a response from local officials and have
I don't
an
want to say I'm
animal
from
emergency,
media.
please call Peeta's national pager at 757-756-4450. Again, that's 757.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
756-4450.
I'll go to the media if there's no other
For
opportunities.
more information about Peeta, please visit our website at peeta.org. To leave a general voicemail, please press 0.
General voicemail, or should I go directly to? Yeah. Okay.
You have reached Peeta's general mailbox. If you leave a message at this number, please include your name,
You can't get a
your phone
person?
number, and your email address,
I'll call
and
back.
someone will contact you as soon as possible.
Hi, my name is Craig. I was calling because I was really upset about the cow in Mario Kart, and I think you guys really dropped the ball on this. There's a huge opportunity to talk about how the cow was not safe. It did not have a seatbelt on. You wanted to talk about the ring in its nose, but it's not wearing a seatbelt, which ultimately could use to the cow possibly dying, which, as we all know, is just horrible for the environment. Listen, fuck Nintendo. I'm with you. Peeta all the way. There we go.
That was Delulu.
There we go.
Tomorrow you're going to
That
see a
was
headline: Nintendo has to put fucking seatbelts.
Right. Should I call back and try to see if I can talk to somebody? Go with the same thing. That's
Try
okay.
it.
We'll see if they. Well, I guess I didn't leave a number or anything. So, yeah, protect the bovine, I guess, is what we're going for. All right. So there we go. Should I call back? What do you think? Should I call back and
I
try to
think
go?
you should try again. Why not?
Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's do one more. Why not? Right. Here we go. Let's call back.
Hello, you've reached the Washington, D.C. office of Peeta and
All
the
right.
Peeta Foundation.
If you get someone on the air, I don't know if you have to let them know that you're.
Good call.
Tell them you're from Out Magazine.
Outdoor man.
Hi, my name is Craig Skistimus. We are live on the air right now. I wanted to talk to you about your Nintendo, the pressure you guys are applying to Nintendo about the Cal Bull Ring.
Oh, okay. I'd have to put you in touch with the proper representative. I'm a media officer. So can you tell me your name again?
Yeah, Craig Skistimus. Really, my big concern is one of the things that I think you guys are really dropping the ball when it comes to this, and not so much that you are putting pressure on Nintendo about the nose ring, but something you guys actually missed on this was the idea that he's actually not wearing a seatbelt either. So there's major issues with that. Can you revise your statement to Nintendo and make sure that that is included as well? Because the last thing we want to do is see Cal hurt.
Those carts do crash a lot.
Can you spell your last name for me, please?
Yeah, Skistim.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell what radio station you're with?
Oh no, we're a podcast. We're live right now. It's called Side Scrollers.
Side Schoolers?
Side Scrollers.
Hi, schoolers.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're here 214.
Craig's number.
Damn it! I had to hang up. Damn it! She made me hang up. Oh, damn!
She did that on purpose too. I bet.
I guarantee she did that on purpose. Yes.
I told you they're violent people, Peeta.
They are.
They will try to hurt you in some way.
Hey, listen, I'm over here trying to make. Listen,
Make sure you send me the new one when you change it.
Well, that's okay. Listen, I have two phones, so that's good. I have one. The one I use for all business is not my personal one, so that's okay.
Which number do I have?
Strictly personal. Just kidding. You have my business one.
What? You have two phones?
Yes, Blabs. Any person who works on the internet should probably have two numbers.
Oh, can you buy me a new phone?
No. So
no, but I know a candy bar coming your way. You're all set.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, anyways, there we go. And by the way, I'd like to welcome the lady who I just talked to the phone, to the show. I'm glad you're tuning in right now. Welcome on out. But seriously, you're not doing enough. Get a seatbelt on the cow.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on.
Thank you.
You don't want dead cows in the game. And those carts crash a lot. I mean, I just crashed the other day. I fell off a track.
Yeah. Well, let's go and move on. Let's talk about this in other news real quick. Elder Howell came in with a 5. Says, how much you want to bet some of these Peeta Karens have nose rings? Oh, that's actually a really good point.
The one on the phone probably had one.
Yeah, that's actually a great
Ironically, I don't think they understand what the bull rings are for.
What are the bull rings for?
So, first of all, a bull ring is for the bulls, not really the cows. It's very rare that the cows have it, but it's to help tie them up. Because the way you can control a bull, because they're so big, right, is if you keep their head up, then you're in charge of them when you lead them around and stuff. So you can always tie them to posts and stuff and keep them like stable instead of bouncing around all over the place. So yeah, a bull ring is laid just to lead and to tie them places. You're muted, by the way. I'm sure it's eloquent.
That's the thing.
That's what they said. They're gonna lead them to their death.
Yeah.
You know, that was the idea. That's what they said. The bull rings will help them guide them to their death, just like the lack of seatbelt will.
So anyway, if you ever meet a liberal woman who's absolutely insane and has a bull ring, just put her head up.
Just grab them.
Just lead her. Yeah, just lead her around and be like, all right, I help you calm down. Yeah.
Mercenary says, before I forget, they purposely preemptively banned PewDiePie before he could bring his audience over and all those eyes. Let's Montez these creepers. Let's go, Mercenary. Thank you very much. Burritos came in with the Argentinian pennies. Says the only thing wrong with the cow, alongside many variations of existing characters in Mario Kart, is that Nintendo has tons of original characters they could have used for Mario Kart, and they put in a generic cow. I agree. I 100% agree. I think the cow, while funny, is they definitely could have used something else. Sly Rise says, how does Peeta know that a cow riding a motorcycle grinding a rail wouldn't smile because of a nose ring? A lot of liberals seem to love nose rings. Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yeah. Mercenary says, I have a minimum of 4 phones at any given time.
4 phones.
I have
This
no
is
doubt.
why you have so many jobs, Mercenary. You got to pay for the phone bills.
Yeah. They're not cheap.
No.
No, they're not.
Especially if
All
you
right.
got a family plan.
So let's go and move on to other news here. By the way, speaking of Montez, we do have our big Montez sub goal up here at the top of your screen, right there. That's for our memberships. 15 away from there. We are also. I guess we updated over on Twitch. That's fine. We got some good things going on over there as well. Glad everybody's with us. We are 8 of our goal of 20 yellow supers today. So let's see if we can hit that. But first, let's move on to our next story over here. This, courtesy of the great state of Florida, a disastrous Florida gaming convention goes viral with the bizarre camel petting zoos and missing talent. Did you guys hear about this big event that was happening in Tampa? Okay.
No.
So this was the National Gaming Expo, which generically named. I love it. And I feel like we should try to take that name if possible. Was held
I feel
at
like
the
all of them have generic names, like Southeast Gaming Expo.
Yeah, that's true. But I do like the idea of the National Gaming Expo here, which is good.
That's where all the Patriots
The
go.
National, yeah. Maybe we should start the Patriotic Gaming Expo, and we'll be labeled like super right wing before we get anywhere, which will be good.
I'll come and I'll sell my comic.
All right, now I'm talking. Now we're talking. The National Gaming Expo, held at the Florida State Fairgrounds from August 8th through August 10th, promised appearances from major video game talent, including GTA 6's Ned Luke, GTA Red Dead Redemption, these voice actors and actors and stuff, even the former voices of Princess Peach and Bowser. Weekend passes were priced at $90, with single tickets going for $40, single day tickets. So naturally it brought a few people in. Most of whom were left utterly disappointed when they were met with, quote, maybe 10 vendors, missing celebrity guest, and a camel here. So this person says, so this is my first con. I didn't know what to expect, but this was definitely not it. Don't support Mike Wittenberg because I was at the National Gaming Expo and it was so awkward and unorganized. And here are some, here's some sweet pictures, if you will, of it. Which are just wonderful here. You can see the lack of anything going on. Hey, it's hard to sell. I'll tell you this right now, especially in this horrible, horrible economy we have. That's sarcasm. Here's them walking around. I think the bigger thing is that there's nobody there on top of this. So we've all been to cons that haven't quite panned out as well as you think it would, but it kind of is what it is. Now, this has gone over very, very poorly, but the website itself is not gone over very well either. This is the nationalgamingexpo.com, and every single one of these little things right here is all saying coming soon, which doesn't make me feel very good, especially considering that this website was made by AI down here. That's what GoDaddy Arrow is down here at the bottom. And when you click on the talent list, I don't know if you can hear this.
I thought there were 10 voices there.
There's nothing listed to go. So the National Gaming Expo is the latest of gaming events that did not quite pan out, to say the least. So one lucky panel happened during the weekend, which, according to a fan, was Ned Luke took over the MC's job because he was doing such a bad job. Fans also began hitting out at the event, saying the National Gaming Expo has got to be the worst convention ever produced. All they have is a camel and no games, which, hey, anytime you have a camel at the event, I will say that's a little bit better than a ball pit. So, but everybody loves a good failing convention. So there's that. What's the worst convention you guys have ever been to?
I've only ever been to one, and it was fantastic.
Oh yeah?
Which
Yeah.
one?
I can't say.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, it's I can't say.
Well, what made it so great? What made it so great?
It was absolutely huge. Like, lots of big actors were there. I sat at a panel and listened to Elijah Williams talk about food and stuff, and it was fantastic. Absolutely loved it.
Well, this is a big con then, right?
It was massive.
You can't say the name of it?
No.
I don't know if I've ever been to a bad, nothing like that shit show where I was wondering if that was just pictures like a week prior or something. I've never been to anything that bad. Maybe
Yeah, neither have I.
There, but that's, yeah.
I've been to a lot of small cons too, and they're way better looking than that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, because that
for
looked
sure.
like it was a small stadium. Maybe, but you know, what kind was it? Could have been like a gym.
We were just hearing people's steps echoing like the entire time.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've been to cons like that too, but they're full of stuff. You know, like you can fit a lot in a small little space. Like, and that was a joke because you could see all that big empty space. And they were charging $40 for that, a ticket. That's crazy. That is not worth, and I guess that's the point, is because they're fleecing the people, but damn, man.
Mercenary says the National Gaming Expo reminds me of Will Wonka. That's right. You can remember that Willy Wonka special event that was in the UK.
That's what I was about to mention. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I'm just going to butcher your name. Ilja came in and says, I worked for 10 years with animals, vets, shelters, hunting. The main thing everyone says in those jobs, avoid PETA at all times. Isn't that amazing? Irish Jedi says, I'm surprised PETA is fine with turtles being removed from their shells so that the shells can be thrown at the other drivers. They need to do better. That's right. That's a good point. And Mercenary also says, safer to use 4 than 1, because with one phone, you have to turn off multiple apps with it and then get pulled over by the cops and DUI charge. Okay, Mercenary, you got it all planned out.
Good super chat from Dave T. Gitt that just popped up, and he makes a great point about, did Elijah Wood mention his love of Olive Garden?
He didn't. It wasn't that he was talking about. I was talking about something else. Very iconic.
It's nice that he appreciates fine Italian cuisine.
These are wonderful. No, Blabs. I'm sure that Elijah Wood loves fine Italian cuisine, as most people would. You know, most common sense.
Power Italy, man. That's
that's rough.
Good.
All right, let's go to one last story here today. I'm glad everybody's with us today. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button. We'd really love for you guys to do so. If you guys haven't yet, open up a new tab. Join us over at Side Scrollers Plus, because later this week, we have some really good things happening. On Thursday at 3, our big push we have going on over there for excellent content. We have the most ladylike person I know, Lady Desiree, joining Blabs, playing BMX XXX for our potentially new series, Censored Games, as they're going to be playing the strip version of the game, which should be silly, exclusive to Plus members over on Thursday. Then, of course, we also have King of the Cart. We announced earlier today that the newest member, the newest competitor joining us this week. We've announced 6. The latest is Smash JT joining us for King of the Cart. So Blabs, Garrett, Flawed and Mo, Alex Stein, Primetime 99, and Smash JT joining us. We have 2 more competitors announced, one on Thursday and then another one on Monday. So we got a lot of good things going on. And hopefully you guys join us over on Plus with even more value coming very, very soon for you guys. All right. Final story of the day over here. Did you see that the UK Office of Communications is going after 4chan of all things?
I'm surprised they even got that right. I could have. Listen, it's the UK government. I thought they'd be like 5chan. They're bad.
Yes. We have this. In accordance with Section 130 of the Online Safety Act, we have today issued 4chan with a provisional notice of contravention. Ofcom is satisfied that there are reasonable grounds for whatever. It doesn't even matter, right? The idea that they want them to comply with the Online Safety Act. It's all about safety, kids. Additional duties under investigation adequately respond to the statutory information request, complete and record a suitable and sufficient illegal content risk assessment, and comply with the safety duties of illegal content. Now, Ofcom, the group, the Online Safety Act 2023, they're coming in, and wouldn't you know it, 4chan has dropped a response via their lawyers over here. And in doing so, they pretty much said, no, this ain't going to happen. 4chan is an American company incorporated in Delaware with no establishment, assets, or operations in the UK. Any attempt to impose or enforce a penalty against 4chan will be resisted in U.S. federal court. American businesses do not surrender their First Amendment rights because a foreign bureaucrat sends them an email. Under settled principles of U.S. law, American courts will not enforce foreign penal fines or censorship codes. If necessary, we will seek appropriate relief in U.S. federal court to confirm these principles. United States federal authorities have been briefed on this matter. So they're pretty much just doing one of these where they slowly bring their middle finger up and just kind of bring it right to the UK and the online whatever protection censorship act of 2023. Protect the kids. Love to see it. Flash, you got anything on 4chan's response to the UK?
Yeah, I'm getting tired of the UK cucking everybody with their bullshit. Like, this is getting spread over here now. It's not a real country anymore. My favorite thing is when they talk about they have their free speech, and it's just approved speech, like showing memes of J.D. Vance. Okay, now do that with the Muslim stabbings. Let's see that. Throw those crime statistics on the billboard. Let's see if that gets to get running around the streets, or if they take that down. I guarantee you they go to jail.
Man, like I know we have a bunch of folks in the UK, and it's funny. Actually, I want to bring it up to another. Here's the follow up right here. I saw this video being passed around the other day, and I thought to myself, and this is actually kind of crazy. This is kind of risky if you live in the UK. This video right here, Phoenix. This was just a skit online, and what's scary about this? It's kind of real life.
Our first question, 1 + 1. Yes.
2.
Incorrect. Yes.
Multiculturalism.
Well done, Simon. Next question, what is 3 + 3? Yes.
9.
Wrong. Yes, Penelope.
Gender equality.
Very good, Penelope.
Is this a joke?
Do you think gender equality is a joke?
No, but isn't this a maths class? Don't be so racist. I just asked a question.
We don't ask questions. Questions are offensive.
Yeah! Let me see this. They've just written equality and drawn love hearts on a piece of paper.
It's pretty. It's Phoenix. Have you seen this before?
No, I haven't. But I also love equality as EKWALITY.
Yeah, I saw that too. Misspelt.
Equality.
Love hearts on a piece of paper.
He expressed himself, and it's beautiful.
He didn't even spell equality correctly. We don't discriminate. This has nothing to do with mathematics.
You think you're so great with your maths and your science and your facts. What about feelings, huh?
Yeah. Feelings are more important than facts.
This is wrong. You're all crazy.
Stop violating me with your different opinions.
I have the right to speak my mind. No, we have the right not to be offended.
And that's more important.
Unfortunately, everybody who acted in this has since been tossed in the gulag in the UK.
Probably.
Which is wildly sad and unfortunate. So, yeah, man, I'll tell you what. It's sad how you look at this and you're like, it's not that far from reality for the UK, or at least that's what it looks like from the outside looking in. So all you guys in the UK, please watch out for yourself because they are coming for you. Flash, have you seen that video before?
No, but it seems pretty accurate.
It's amazing how, yes, scary stuff.
The only thing that was inaccurate is those commies would absolutely say that that is science and math. Like they wouldn't say the feelings part. They would say like, this is the science says so, the math says so, etc.
Yeah, and they know about facts, not you. Disregard your facts. It's just silly. Katie Astronaut came in and says, it's crazy how the UK reality is becoming the game we happy few. Don't forget to take your joy. Thanks, Katie Astronaut. Mercenary came in and says, 4chan response equals same Kiwi Farms did to New Zealand. Yeah. And that's the way you respond, just with a giant middle finger, man.
Fuck yourself.
Yep. Joey says, I went to a con here in Puerto Rico. That was terrible, terrible organization. No AC, barely any kiosks, a crappy live music, and every creep harassing the female cosplayers. It was not a fun experience. Bummer. Jared says, this question is for Phoenix. Would you consider multi-streaming to Rumble and Kick, or will you just stick to Rumble?
Well, we are streaming to all those platforms.
Well, I think he's talking about just when you stream.
Me personally, no. For me personally, Rumble.
Skepta Luigi says, by the way, Friday's Alien vs. Predator new program had me wondering if I could just leave my legally obtained U.S. travel visa at home, just participate in the program to go, quote unquote, hunting. Just kidding. I will use my legal documents to do it. Excellent, Luigi. That's excellent to hear. All right. Great place to wrap it up right there. Glad you guys have joined us today. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button. We'd really appreciate it. We're closing in on 1,000 right now. Whenever you guys do like little things like that, they go a long way, especially now on YouTube. As I mentioned last week, we are under the thumb of censorship over here on YouTube. We have got a warning on our channel for daring to talk about Roblox.
Oh, you got a strike for
that?
Have
a thumbnail. Not a strike, but a warning.
Oh,
we got a warning.
Still.
Yes. We had a thumbnail which YouTube deemed inappropriate for sexual content. And pretty much every time we've talked about Roblox on the channel, it has been suppressed. And we've gotten the yellow check mark for the yellow dollar sign for whatever reason. So, yeah, man, it's a mess. It is a mess right now, which, hey, it is what it is. So, all right, Flash, tell everybody where they can find you, my man.
Find me over at Yellow Flash 2 on YouTube and Yellow Flash Guy on X.
All right. If you guys haven't yet, make an account over on Side Strollers Plus. It is free to do so. We would really appreciate if you guys did as we continue to go over there. You will never not get notified about the show going live. And the Plus chat, pretty wild, man. Those guys are wild over there, which is great. You can follow us over on Rumble as well at rumble.com/sidestrollers, at kick.com/sidestrollers. And you can listen to the show over on Apple Podcast and Spotify or wherever you find your podcast everywhere else. So a lot of people tune it in. Like the Spotify world is embracing us, which is wonderful. So glad you guys have tuned in and found us. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you guys tomorrow when we're back at it, 11 o'clock Central Time. Blabs, who do we have joining us tomorrow?
We have Cecil.
Woo! Cecil. And we got a big announcement coming for Cecil. Looking forward to that. You guys have a great rest of your day. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
Oh, easy, Phoenix. Just relax.